Across the sports world, athletes are taking a stand for the Black Lives Matter movement, following another shooting in America. Hey guys, it's Anita Wingley of Faith is Strong Today, and here's what's making headlines this week. Jacob Blake, age 29, was shot several times in the back as he entered a car where his 3 children were seated in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The incident was caught on tape and has led to violent protests in Kenosha and other American cities. In response, NBA, WNBA, and MLS players and other professional athletes are taking a stand and raising their voices against racial injustice by refusing to play their regularly scheduled games. The ripple effect began when the NBA's Milwaukee Bucks did not emerge from their locker room for their scheduled game and made this public statement instead. Take a look.
Despite the overwhelming plea for change, there has been no action. So our focus today cannot be on basketball.
We are calling for justice for Jacob Blake and demand the officers be held accountable. For this to occur, it is imperative for the Wisconsin State Legislature to reconvene after months of inaction and take up meaningful measures to address issues of police accountability, brutality, and criminal justice reform.
Strikes are banned under the NBA's collective bargaining agreement, which means that the Bucks broke their own contract in order to protest racial injustice and police violence. The Bucks' decision quickly spread to other sports, from the basketball court to baseball diamonds, from soccer fields to even the broadcast booth, when analyst and former athlete Kenny Smith took off his mic and walked off stage. Soon after the Milwaukee Bucks' decision, the NBA announced it would postpone Game 5 of 3 different playoff series. The LA Lakers offered this statement to support the players' decision, saying that 80% of NBA players are black men, and we cannot love them for the joy and entertainment they bring to the world, but sit in silence when they demand justice and equality. WNBA players also announced that with their brothers in the NBA, they would be standing in solidarity.
What we have seen over the last few months, and most recently with the brutal police shooting of Jacob Blake, is overwhelming. And while we hurt for Jacob and his community, we also have an opportunity to keep the focus on the issues and demand change.
The broadcast, which would have showed a game, showed players from 6 teams scheduled to take the court in locked arms and kneeling while wearing shirts that spelled out Jacob Blake. The players say that this is not a boycott. It's affirmatively a day of reflection, a day of informed action and mobilization. 3 Major League Baseball games were also postponed. In a joint statement from the Brewers and the Reds, they said that with the nation in such pain, they wanted to draw attention to the issues that really matter, including racial injustice and systemic oppression. In addition, several NFL teams canceled their practices. Major soccer league games were postponed, and tennis star Naomi Osaka announced that she would not play and had her games postponed. Many sports leagues are echoing the sentiment that although the solution is not simple and can't be done overnight, they are allies in the fight to end racism and racial injustice. Of course, we want to hear from you, so let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Check out faithstrongtoday.com for our latest stories, including Bethel Music's new single and this expanded article on the 6 Christian influencers actually speaking to millennials. And for more conversations on God, life, and culture, stay tuned on Faith Strong Today.